In this section, we are going to understand the syntax of CSS. So, what on earth a syntax is? Syntax is a set of rules of programming language that defines the correct arrangement of symbols or keywords. If this definition doesn't make any sense, do not worry at all. After completing this section, you will have crystal clear idea about CSS syntax. These are the codes from previous section. Let's remove them. Save it as CSS syntax.html. Then load the web page and close any previous tab if it is there. Now create a heading element in the body. It says, I love web development. Now inside the head element, create a style element. I'm going to change the color of this heading. We have done the same thing in our previous introductory session, and I believe you can remember how to do it. To change the color of h1 element, we have to target it by writing h1. Then there will be a set of curly brackets. Inside, there will be color, colon, red, and at the end, a semicolon. Save the code, reload the web page. The heading has become red. Now, I want you to change the arrangement of these keywords. Let's move the h1 at the end. Take the color red outside of these curly brackets and put them there. Save the code and reload the web page. The color is gone. In order to make CSS working properly, we need to maintain a proper arrangement. The proper arrangement is, first there will be h1, then the curly brackets, inside the color colon red with a semicolon. The syntax says h1 will be here, then there will be a set of curly brackets. Inside the brackets there will be color colon red, and it will be end with a semicolon. In CSS, we always start with a selector. Selector selects which element to modify. Then there is a set of curly brackets. Inside the curly brackets, we declare the CSS properties and the values in pair. There is a colon in between property name and the value. Each property value pair is called a declaration. Multiple declarations are separated by semicolons. This is the syntax of CSS. We have to follow this syntax strictly, otherwise it will not work. Let's practice the CSS syntax with an example. Create a paragraph element inside the body. Write whatever you want. I'm writing CSS is easy to learn. To apply styling to this paragraph, we have to target this paragraph element first. For that, Inside this style element, write P, then take a set of curly brackets. I'm going to declare several properties. That is why I'm creating a new line. First property is color, then the value of this property is red. After that, there will be a semicolon to separate it from the next property. Save the code, reload the web page. The paragraph text has become red. I'm going to add the second property now. It is font weight, and the value is bold. And here is the semicolon. Save the code, reload the web page. It has become bold. The third property is going to be font style. The value is italic, and here is the semicolon to terminate this line. Save the code, reload the web page. Now the paragraph text has become italic. Actually, we do not need this semicolon for the last declaration. Remove it and check the output. It still remains the same. However, I prefer keeping it. Alright, that's all about CSS syntax. In the next section, we will complete CSS selectors, and I'll see you there.